Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Sugar Bro.
And today, we return to the world of National Park Girls, where we are once again a girl in a national park. So I guess roll credits.
Yeah, we... Oh. I don't remember the voice I gave. I think, didn't I give her like a ranch voice, like southern... Like...
I think I'm pretty sure I was her. You were the pink-haired girl.
No, I thought it was the opposite. I could have swore. Like,
I don't know.
you're the higher-pitched girl, and I'm the lower-pitched girl. I'm pretty sure that was the whole thing in the first episode.
Maybe we can check. Hold on. Give us a second, guys. We'll be right back from checking our own episodes. Unclear.
Great.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, since I've been reading all the dialogue, that I'm this girl, and you're that girl, and I don't have any, because we have no fucking clue.
Yeah, guys, we swear up and down that...
There was a section of that episode that they didn't have spoken dialogue.
Yeah.
But apparently, no. No, it doesn't.
Right.
So, I will be her, and you can be her.
Sure.
And they can't see that, because the mouse isn't on the screen. So... My mind blanks out into a field of static as Jesse's tangent gains more momentum. Again.
Where's James?
As my thoughts wander, I start to hear more noises. Creaking of the cabin. The howling of the wind.
In my
Actual howling of wolves. Wait, actual howling? Jesse heard it.
Somebody's being a perv in the window.
What?
Don't you remember those really old cartoon skits when a beautiful lady walks into a room and, like, I don't know, Tom goes crazy and starts saying, "Awooga"?
I think you're thinking of the one. What is his name? Shoot, I can't think of it. It's like it's not Red Riding Hood. It's the red.
I mean, the Red Panda bit was them referencing
not
that.
Red Panda. There's a wolf that has the word red in his name.
I mean,
I just can't think of what the fuck his name is.
In Tom and Jerry, there was also like a dog that kind of looked like a Rottweiler, the other black and brown dog.
Yeah, there's an old series of sketches that has that wolf in it, and that's who it originates
yes,
from.
And
but I can't think of who it is.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's the reference I'm making.
Well, then it wouldn't be a person being a pervert. It would be a wolf being a pervert.
But here's the thing, like, okay...
Also, they're anime girls. They're all hot. They're designed to be hot.
In Tom and Jerry, when Tom did it to another cat, they literally transformed him into that dog.
I could count on maybe one hand how many girls in anime aren't designed to look sexy. They're all designed to look like this. They're a generic template that you can put whatever fuckable face you want on.
I'd say maybe a lot of anime characters are designed to be cute,
yes.
in quotes.
Anyways,
but
if Jessie had heard any of that dialogue, she'd probably beat the shit out of them. But she didn't, because she's ignoring it. And her ranting continues to go places entirely unrelated to my misanthropy.
It even goes to Japan.
Scratching begins to scuff at the door. At first, it's as soft as a whisper, and could maybe even be a branch or leaves. But the longer it goes on, the faster it gets, and soon it's desperately clawing into the wood.
Why would
also,
they think it's a...
There's absolutely no audio right now.
Yeah, it's just dead quiet, guys.
I break away from Jesse and tiptoe to the door.
Hey, don't walk away. I'm scalding.
I could hear it. Yeah. I hush her with my fingers to my lip. We go silent.
It's Bigfoot!
Twisting the cold knob, I ease open the door. Nothing. A yelp squeaks out below me.
Hey look, it was a dog being a perv.
I look down and come face to face with the love of my life.
And I'm
An adorable puppy. Its floppy ears barely reaching my ankles. Pats in front of me. Its small paws scratch at my boots. So fuckable.
So fuckable. Buddy.
Hello, male Evie.
I don't think she actually spoke here, so this might be the first time I've been able to voice some damn dialogue.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Oh my god, buddy.
Buddy.
I drop to one knee. My heart melts as I stroke its soft, fox red fur. Oh,
wait, it's a fox dog?
Of this. No, it's just fox red.
What are you doing here, pup?
What are you doing here, pup?
Are you lost?
Huh? You lost?
No, it's being voiced.
Oh, I can't hear any of it. It's not as normal. It's not doing
Your
the dialogue.
stupid audio
Yeah,
isn't
so,
working.
Can't hear that. Okay, this voiced. As if answering me, he gives me a tiny howl, but it breaks into a yelp. With a whine, he snuggles into my knee. I am dead. This is heaven. And I'm dead.
Away from that.
Sprinting across the room, Jessie charges at the door. I do my best Matador impression and dive out of the way. Jessie stomps on the floor, her boot inching closer to Pup with every loud thud. Okay, now the audio is completely gone.
Shoo!
Oh.
Shoo! Get out of here! Get!
Hey, it's a puppy!
There, I hear it. Pup yaps back, briefly challenging it, but whatever that giant, merciless boot lunges forward, his compact frame lunges back. The fight continues onto the porch. With one last growl of defiance, Pup scampers off into the bushes.
Or
His ears
peace.
poke above the leaves as he stalks us from the brush, trying to get closer to my face.
What the
I
hell?
must
He
lick.
wasn't doing anything. You scared him.
I
Good.
hate dogs.
Maybe it'll stay away then.
You are a heartless bitch. I glare at Jessie like she's the devil incarnate, because she's a heartless bitch. I reinforce my gaze with more steel. I am building a steel
I am
wall
the
between
woman of
us.
steel.
Orphaned coyote pup started coming around the camp, and Smith, in his infinite wisdom, decided to feed it.
I glance toward the bush again. By now he's gone, hiding somewhere in the shadows as the sky darkens. I'll need to set out a dish for him later. You didn't hear
You
that!
didn't
I
hear
thought
that!
that!
She knows what you're thinking.
Jessie scolds me with a single
And
wag
she
of her
didn't
finger.
even listen
She
to
read
a
my
word
mind.
she
Didn't say
said.
anything, but you thought it.
She pauses, glancing up at the last glimpse of sunlight is snuffed out.
I'll lecture you another day. But for now, I have to get back to the station.
The moment you leave, I am putting out dog food.
Before Hernandez eats
Get
all
the
the
fuck
yogurt.
out of here.
With a nudge from her elbow, she starts for the truck.
Look, get your waifu ass out of here so I can go play with my buddy.
I stare down at the scuff marks on my boots, tracked with dirt and dust from all 1,200 miles of the park. There is
What,
no
you
way.
didn't see you don't want to say 500 miles?
No, the park is actually probably 1,200 miles.
Yeah,
across.
you're probably right.
Not nearly as polished or shined as Jessie's, or even that gun.
What's wrong? I thought you loved dirty jokes.
I thought she said dirty jokes for a second.
That's also true. In the far reaches behind the cover of trees, I see the orange glow from a campfire. The muffled chatter and laughter of the campers carries from across the woods.
That's
They're all too happy.
They need to be less happy.
A tender smile spreads across Jessie's face. She sweeps me under her arm and into a hug.
I
think
hate
of
hugs.
I think of breaking away because I really don't like hugs. But
Yeah,
the gentle
seriously.
warmth is nice, and it's kind of cold out.
You're
Yeah,
going
I
to
am the
find
Raven
something.
of the show. I do
Yes,
not
Mom.
enjoy hugs.
Bust open the next guy.
There was no voice that time.
No, there was.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
I rest my forehead against her badge. The edges dig into my skin.
Hey, don't think like that. I didn't vouch for you because I thought you make the same mistake twice. You're a good ranger, Eve. If more of us were like you and cared more about what's
Oh,
around
really?
us
I am
and less
good?
about our pensions,
Then
the
double
force
my
would be
fee.
better off. This will be good for you. If you can straighten yourself out here, then you can do anything.
Even take over for me, so I can get a damn break.
So try to have some fun, okay?
I tried, but you just kicked it away.
I tried, and then I went to court.
Okay.
I grumble. She has too much faith in me.
Spinach.
Maybe all of that was true at some point, but now I can take or leave the pension and the land. None of it matters. Not to the wigs at the top, and not to the public, and not to me. Jessie swings her arm around my shoulder and walks us to the truck.
And besides, I'm just a radio call away if you ever miss me.
I'm
I'll call
only
every day to check
one
in.
radio call away.
She climbs into the truck and starts it up. The revving of the engine is so loud, I expect it to shake off from all the rust that's carved itself into the bumper.
Now
I think the
slacking off
last
now.
dialogue blocks, I think you skipped through it way too quickly, and she didn't even get to talk.
She didn't have a spot to talk, and she did talk. She drops the keys in my hand and shuts the door, the headlights streaking the night air, beaming against the silhouetted cabin.
And I then watch her as she drives over me.
The windows roll down, all
The
the way
headlights
down,
hit my
just
face.
like the turtles. With a confident smirk, Jessie tips the brim of her hat.
And Eve, you're wrong.
It might have actually been pointed if that was the last thing she said before leaving.
It might actually have been pointed.
Yeah. That's a turn of phrase. But it hadn't been 10 minutes before she drove back and barged through the door in a panic. She left the key to the station on the lanyard she gave me, and the key to the library, and the key to the toll booth for the South Entrance. I swear, Teddy, with how serious that... I mean, all teddy bears are named after Teddy Roosevelt, so yes. With how serious that woman takes her work...
Wait, that's serious?
Yeah, the teddy bear was named that because of Theodore Roosevelt.
Really? I
Yes.
actually didn't know that.
Yes. If you have a bear named Teddy, you are naming it after Theodore Roosevelt. So, with how seriously that woman takes her work, she has no right to be as airy as she is. Though I guess I'd start to slip a little too if I were working an endless stream of hours and got as little acknowledgement as she does. After 4 years, it's hard not to respect her.
She sounds perfect for Two Bros Game Night.
No, there's not a moment where she isn't on a call, or filling in for someone, or blazing through reports, yet somehow, she manages to stay as bubbly as dish soap. Yeah, being Pinkie Pie does that. How is she able to stay so peppy and motivated? Drugs. I can't figure it out, and I doubt I ever will.
You know, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Anyway, that's enough about Jessie. I swear I write about her at least twice a week. Let's talk about my newly assigned posts. The cabin itself is fine. Definitely more my pace than where I was before. The furniture is old and cheap and perfect.
Teddy, I'm
looking
know
to the
you're
last bit
reading
of
my
rain for the
diary, you
season.
fuck.
So I can feel the warmth of the fireplace and listen to the raindrops patter against the roof as I doze off upon that lumpy couch. If it weren't for the circumstances, it might even be a dream come true. But in the end, I know why I'm here. And deep down, regardless of accompanying words, Jessie knows why I'm here too. The fact of the matter is, I'm here because I snarked off one too many times, cracked one too many jaws. I mean, I only did that once, but apparently one is too many.
Yeah, broke one too many.
I can't choke
jaws.
back the last speck of pride
And
about
kick so many
what it is
dicks.
I do, and that makes me a problem. No matter how hard I try, I can't detach myself. Not completely. There's still a small spark, and all I want is to snuff it out. And that's why I'm here. For penance and training. Call it what you will, a new post, a living job, but I know what it really is. Purgatory. My pen hovers above the page, inches from carving my thoughts into stone. Once that happens, it can't be taken back. It's a scary thought.
Take it all back just to have
Sighing,
you.
I drop the pen and reach for my mug. But instead of the lukewarm coffee I've come to tolerate, all that's left is a brown ring crusted around the bottom.
Hey kids, Monster Energy. You want some energy? Get some Monster Energy.
Please don't. I stretch out of the chair and let out my longest yawn in at least 20 minutes, maybe even 30. I drag my carcass to the stove.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's weird. That's a different kind of game. Or where
I track my carcass.
No, where a clone shows up at your house, you kill them, and you go over dragging them over to the fire to roast them.
Ah, time bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I know how I'm gonna die.
Oh shit.
That's
And
sad.
I know how I'm going to get buried. Well, the pond has some uses.
Yeah, it's like, how would I want to die?
At the bottom of a pond.
I guess I'd want to eat myself.
No, we are not pulling Bullfree.
Anyways, what?
Bullfree.
No. I drag my carcass to the stove and pour myself the last of the coffee from the percolator. Steam rises from the mug. The coffee is thick and sludges around like motor oil. That's very bad
That's
coffee.
very terrible.
Overcooked
coffee.
and bitter.
My
It almost
God.
tastes like it too. But I'm not a snob, and coffee is still coffee. Even if a gas station could whip up a better brew, and a percolator works as well as anything else. No, it doesn't.
So you
I
suck.
promise you. Get better equipment.
So you suck at cooking. Got it.
No, she just doesn't give a shit how bad her coffee is. Besides, there's charm in that, isn't it? No.
Jesse walks in, takes a sip.
Enjoying
this is
things that are
bad
inferior and
coffee,
outdated.
right?
This isn't about being inferior and outdated. This is being bad. You can make good coffee with a percolator. You don't give a shit to.
God, this
I'm
must
forced
be
to
very
stare.
boring.
I'm forced to stare at my reflection as I sip the coffee. but it soon turns into a foggy murk.
Wait, she's
and I
pulling a
can't see
Bulma
anything.
in credits where she's sitting by the window sipping
Yes.
coffee.
It's
While
all
it's
that
raining.
oil seeping to the surface. A gross thought, but it doesn't work, or it doesn't matter as long as it gives me energy to keep going.
Oh, speaking of Bulma, so you do know who Bulma Bunny is, right?
No idea.
Okay. I was about to say, Bulma Bunny, she's, pretty much the YouTube Bulma. But apparently she doesn't want to do any more Dragon Ball content anymore. So
Yeah.
she wants to drop Bulma Bunny as her main thing and be
Yeah.
something else.
Sure. Yeah, no clue. Anyways, journaling is hard work. Maybe even harder than working for the Park Service. You know, I should become a journalist.
I should invest in
I'd
a
hate
laptop.
myself even more then.
Or maybe a field biographer.
Yeah. Originally, it was just a way to get out all the energy that was bubbling around inside of me. Butterflies, hopes for the future, dreams of making the park experience even better.
Yeah, that's dull.
But that eagerness morphed into a slow realization, and over time, that morphed into whatever I am now, dead. Journaling
Or
became
alive.
time for sharp, focused reflection. It's a good way to cope.
Let me cope!
Some people drink. Some people get high. Those people are
Like-
more interesting to me.
Like older pro
No.
and younger pro.
No.
Some people get high.
Those people are more
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
than me. I complain about everything in a notebook. By now, I think I have a dozen of them filled out. Teddy, volumes 1 through
and
12.
2.
I like
Oh,
to think
shit.
they all share the same consciousness. Well, I assume they do, since they're from you.
Oh, teddy bear!
The cup warms my hand as I... Well, it actually could be to Theodore Roosevelt, because he did create the National Park Service.
Yeah, it actually
so
could
it
be.
quite literally
It-
might actually be her writing to Theodore Roosevelt.
Why the hell you whatever.
The cup warms my hand as I lean against
That's
the
how
cap.
old this,
No, it's not that it's not that she's old. It's just that she's like, well, this is a journal.
No.
to
I'm
the
saying
creator.
that's where this timeline takes place. This is when Teddy Roosevelt was alive.
No, it clearly has
But-
electric lamps. It's
Yeah,
modern
that
day.
that I wanted to ask. Did
No,
electric?
It's
didn't,
modern.
That was after.
It is modern
Okay.
day. She is just journaling to the person who came up with the National Park Service as a like, hey, here's all the problems and good things that came out of what you did.
Needless to say, there's not a lot of good.
The wind kicks the cabin, and if I listen closely, I can hear a night's nocturnal whispers from outside, chirping from crickets, steady shaking of leaves. It makes me realize just how thin of a barrier from the outside world this place is. A cramped, fenced-in box.
Seriously, Bigfoot could be watching.
Yeah, the only thing keeping me from the same darkness that's outside is a few dim lamps.
They suck.
A small choir of laughter and chatter echoes from outside. People still being happy. That's sad.
Christmas time.
Stop.
Is near.
It is very much not. It is the middle of June. But that's beside the point. What is the point is that reality decides to give me a slap in the face as I open the curtains and peer through the window. A group of 4 shadowy figures trip and wobble through the brush. One of them falls flat on their face. They laugh even harder than before. And speaking of needing a barrier from the outside world, I stomp over to the desk and snatch the flashlight. As I march over to the door, I remember that I've changed out of my uniform and into tattered jeans and flannel. Hardly authoritarian.
Yeah, seriously. You should get dressed.
I reach over to the couch and grab my hat. Better.
You don't have your hat.
Nope, that's too hard to
Where's
animate.
your hat?
Too hard to animate.
Where's your hat, sir?
The brisk
Can I
air
take
kisses
your
me as I
hat,
swing
sir?
open. I didn't realize Air Princess was here. Then switch on the flashlight. I shine the beam right into their faces.
Was there even an air princess in
Nope,
Adventure
there should have
Time?
been.
Yeah, what the? There wasn't a water princess either because they didn't want to do fire princess. Well, he broke up with her. Let's do water princess. No. Crab princess. There you go.
Because of Ice Queen, they probably didn't want to have something too similar. Who knows? They freeze like deer about to be mowed down by an oncoming semi. Their laughter quiets into hushed chuckles. And the only one with half a brain tells them to shut up. One of them stashes a bottle in their coat. The one up front, the smart one, squints at me through the light. His shoulders relax and he throws me a casual
Oh,
wave.
hey, are you on break too? Wanna hang?
Dumbass camper!
No.
1,000 more of these kids could mistake me for another student their age. And it still wouldn't stop me from lobotomizing them with my eyes.
Yeah, I'm 30.
I slip on my hat
Oh.
and stay silent. The Old Testament fear of the Abrahamic God shadows his face. They all shrink back.
Do you know how many people go missing out here?
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, fuck!
That's a great first line.
Damn!
I said, do you know how many people disappear in these parts annually?
What are you doing it?
He looks to his friends for an answer, but they're stupider than he is and shake their heads. He looks back to me and shakes his head. The entire group shakes their heads together.
I'm sorry, I don't...
His hands are raised in surrender, the embers of a cigarette glowing between his fingers.
Another question.
Yes, ma'am!
Our voices bounce across the woods.
Do you know how much paperwork I have to do if one of you has so much steps on a pine cone?
Your very presence here makes me do paperwork.
His friends nod, he nods
Yeah,
back.
a lot, right?
Let's
No.
just say it's more work than you probably turned in this entire semester.
I do think the music is just a little bit louder than the voice
Yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah, that happens. That
Yeah,
gets a
guys, I
laugh
don't
from
think
one of
we've-
his buddies.
Yeah, we have not fucked with the settings. This is how it comes.
Not too
Like,
much. I might have to adjust it a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah.
That gets a laugh from one of his
shuts up.
buddies. He shuts up as soon as I shine the light on him.
Do me a favor and stumble back, okay? I'd rather not have to explain to our supervisor how you all fell off a cliff.
Okay,
How
yeah,
you
I
fell
I
off-
actually
oh,
have to change
shit.
the config for this, so we're gonna turn down the what would this be? I guess the BGM volume.
Sounds like it, yes.
And we'll turn down the special effects a little bit.
Oh, voice volume is max. Good.
Good.
That should be fine.
The two girls hidden behind the others give me dirty looks. The kind idiots give to fast food
She
workers
got a
what they're
AMF and never
told.
cracks the cooks.
the kind idiots give to fast food workers when they're told that they're out of fries. I turn the flashlight up to the highest setting. They all look out a collective groan as they shield their eyes. Oh, press the wrong button.
Go on, you heard me. You can bum around all you want once the sun comes up.
You don't get much sleep, do you? No, not really.
I point the light at the path back and brighten the way. He takes a few steps back and gives me a gracious nod.
Sure thing. Sorry for the trouble. Have a good night.
I won't, but thanks.
Shit.
Valid.
Depressing.
They follow the beam of light back to the path. One of them makes sure to flip me off along the way. I switch off the light as they
Holy
disappear into the
shit.
brush of trees. I hope they all actually do fall off a cliff.
Dwarfs! Wait! It's Vicky all grown up!
As I turn to go inside, a spike of movement rustles.
No
in
wonder
the
she's
bushes.
wearing green.
My body goes numb. I freeze, only allowing my eyes to drift over to the source. Nothing. Turning around, I creep forward, reaching for the sidearm that isn't there. Well, you're not doing a very good job. I step onto the dirt. The porch. Yeah, that's actually a better way to get them to stand at attention. Is when that you walk out with your sidearm at your side and shine the flashlight, and it's like, oh shit, park ranger. I'm going to die if I don't shut up.
Yeah.
Step onto the dirt. The porch creaking behind me. Then the bush
porch.
shakes with a surge of movement. A ball of fur explodes through the leaves. Its paws scrape across the ground before skidding to a stop on my feet.
A coyote pup.
Breathing out a sigh of release, I bend over to greet my
I
prince.
thought it was a fox dog.
No,
But
coyote.
nope.
Decided to come back, huh? Couldn't resist my charm.
Judging by the reactions the other campers had, I don't think you do.
His ears pin back as I scratch the scruff of his neck. He almost looks deranged while I pet his goofy-looking pupils struggling to center with the whites of his eyes.
I wonder, are there actually domesticated coyotes?
Probably.
I
Here
mean,
flops
they have
over.
foxes, so
If my
probably.
heart had strings, you could play the fiddle.
This isn't fair. I might seriously die.
I glance over at the empty food dish near the door. He ate every bite. She did put out stuff immediately.
He said, "My name's John."
He has to be
might
sleepy
a
by now.
sin."
Just look at that belly. It's so round and cute and pink, and I'm going to die from this. And I just know I am.
Yeah, it's gonna get you by the jugular.
It doesn't take much to coax him in. All I have to do is stand aside and Pup sprints inside on his own,
Jesse comes
hitting
in.
every piece of
I
furniture like a
told
pinball.
you to shoo that
Yep.
barn hair
Usually
away.
offer coffee first.
Yeah, we usually don't try to have sex with a dog. He nearly somersaults across the floor, and my dusty laugh actually gets some use for once. A gust of chilling wind breezes past me. It lifts up my hat, but I grip the back in time. Strands of my hair fly in the same direction. The trees sway violently,
My
shaking their
hair!
branches like angry fists. Storms are coming.
I was thinking that.
Clouds curtain the last sliver of the moon, submerging the woods in a darkness deeper than any sleep. This developer has,
Goes way into detail.
I was gonna say they have a Tolkien level of details that they go into. The cold seeps into the notches of my spine.
Ugh.
Shuddering, I rub the warmth back into me. Whatever that means. Knocking the
Yeah,
door
what the fuck
on
does
the
that
way inside.
mean? What does that mean?
Her
Right?
spine was cold. Is she taking her hand and going up and
Yeah,
down her
what?
spine?
Yeah, what? That
What
makes
the
no
fuck
sense.
are you talking about?
I think she's in this position and she's moving her hands up and down on
I
her
don't know.
sides, but that's the only thing I could think of.
Like thunder, Pup runs up to me as I enter. Then, like lightning, he bolts back
Lightning
onto
and
the
the
couch.
thunder.
I grab a pillow from the bed, and then meet Pup at the couch. His front legs stay perked on the back of the couch as he peers over it.
Oh, no, you don't.
No couch.
I snatch him up by the fat of his neck. He nips at my wrist, but it tickles more than anything. I drop the pillow, then put Pup on top of it. At first he tries to wiggle free, but I keep the pressure on his back. He eventually gets the message and lies down.
I'll get you something more comfortable soon.
Sure.
Yep. You know Jesse's gonna come back, and there's gonna be a dog bed, and it's just gonna be like,
This
yeah,
is the night
just
bitches
pull-
die.
just pulls the shotgun out of the cabinet. My leg brushes against the coffee table as I get up. A stray magazine catches my attention.
Jeez, Jesse, did you leave this too?
How to get a boyfriend.
Fuck.
A bag of lemongrass tea sits between the pages, acting as a bookmark. Did she not have anything else she could use at that time, or was she just lazy? The cabin creaks with the blowing of the wind. Pup's ears stiffen and alert as he quietly gazes at the closet door. I'm not sure what he thinks is in there, it's just a closet.
This coyote pup does kind of look similar to the fox in Beaufort. I can kind of see it. Just make it
Yes.
white and have it have red eyes.
I look down at the magazine.
That's
A map of the
perfect.
park is paired with the article. Every exit to the park is circled in red.
I'm seeing red.
Wrapping up your stay, leaving Yosemite.
And thus the end of chapter 1. Wah, wah.
The night breezes right past me. Every time I look up, the clock has passed another hour, and the gap only grows larger. In the corner, Pup gnaws at his ankle. His
not
teeth
gonna make
chatter
a
as he
joke.
tries to chew the fleas off the skin. I flip through the thick stack of pages I've written on tonight and weigh them between my fingers. Not a bad way to break in a new journal. The soothing smell of fresh primer puffs out at me as I fold it shut. A yawn slips out at me as I shamble over to the bookcase. Light reading before bed is never a bad way to end the night, especially eerie nights like this. Frost has settled into the edges of the window. A touch of fog strokes the glass, and looking into the darkness beyond is like staring into the back of a pupil. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna have to stop here because this dialogue is taking so long that I really don't think I can get much further than this.
Well, I mean, it is a visual novel. We tend to go longer with visual
Yes,
novels.
but this isn't because we're taking a long time, more the
I know.
internal monologue is taking a long
It goes
time.
into so much detail.
It's
yeah,
like, oh
it,
my god.
I want to say it really does rival Tolkien.
Like, Tolkien probably has more pages than this thing ever will, but, like,
Holy fuck.
the details are just like, okay, could we calm down? But,
Has the same
anyways,
problem
guys.
your other friend has. Goes into too much detail.
no. That's gonna be it for this episode. Neither you nor my friend goes into enough detail.
I know.
We will come back next time and continue on in National Park Girls, where so far we've only seen one National Park Girl.
Two.
Well, fair. We'll hopefully see more later. Yeah, I mean, arguably we've seen none of them, but beside the point. What is the point is, the future is very uncertain. And what is certain is you guys are awesome. And there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then!
Goodbye. Enjoy the fireplace sounds.